This video, I want to cover the basic navigation when you're looking at a part record. The first thing you'll notice is this line of buttons across the top, and this line of buttons is a quick way to do the same thing as the menu bar. So for instance, this edit part information is the same as clicking part and edit part information. The orders is the same as clicking orders, view orders for dusting, engineering master, and so on. And so you'll want to know how to be able to change this information here, which is your revision, your description, and things like that. To do that, you will click on the edit part information, and you can see I can change the revision. I could change the description. Any of these fields to change, I could save, and you can see it made the change to all of this. Next thing you'll want to know how to do is how to add files into the issue folder and these other folders. And so by clicking the plus, I can add files. The minus, I can take away files. And the crosshairs, I can move files from area to area. You want to be able to set up an engineering master. The engineering master is where you set up the routing that it takes to make this part. So for this part, it's a laser, deburr laser, press brake, powder paint tapping arm. So all of this is set up on the engineering master. To get to the engineering master, you'll click the engineering master button, and here you see the engineering master. So I'm going to go back to the part, and next thing you'll want to know how to do is how to generate a quote. So once the engineering master is set up, you can click on quotes and add a quote. Remember, you can also go this way and go quote, add view quotes, or here. There's many ways to get to the same place. So that's how to generate a quote. You can just click the quote button, fill in the details, and print your quote and send it to the customer that way. Once you've quoted it and you've sent it to the customer and you want to add the order, you'll hit the order button. And you can hit add order. So you'll hit add order, and here is the form to fill out on adding the order to the system. You'll also want to know how to link a to-do task to this. What that does is I can have another user take a look at something. So let's say I wanted this fabrication person. Check the file for your machine. And so now it will send a note to demo fabrication asking them to check the file to their machine. That'll be on the top of their screen. Or you can add your own note, something you need to do. So you can say, add note to file. You can see the icons green, which is a task you added for yourself. See blue is a comment, and so on. So the to-do task is a very powerful way to communicate within your organizations. How to, information about the part. So I'm back to the part here. The work centers here. If you have the access, you've got comment done, prioritize, and reset. And so this comment is a way that you can add a comment to the screen. So as you see right now, it's in deburr laser screen. So I'm going to go ahead and show the screen for the deburr laser screen. So we're going to come down here and go deburr laser. All right. Here it is. We're going to view that display. So you can see right here it is. There's that part. We're going to go back over here, and we want to add a comment to it. So if I check this comment, check this box, the comment will show. If I don't check the comment, no. So you see I have one that's on the display, one that's not. If I go back to the part, I see both of them. One says on screen, one says note only. So the one that's on the screen, you can see it's right there. At any time, I can come back over here and comment. I can change it by taking the check mark off. You'll see as soon as this refreshes, the comment's gone. I can also delete comments. So that's a way to add notes to the screens and to your backlog, and this is a work order reminder. That's covered in other videos. There's quote logs. So if you want to add this to a quote log saying that this needs to be quoted, you need to quote 12 of them. Now you will see that. The quote log, so now when I view the quote log, there it is. And this is a list of all the items that they quoted. So we'll go back to it. The engineering log is the same thing, but what it does is it's different than the quote log, where the quote log is a log of all the stuff that needs quoted. The engineering log is a log of all the stuff that needs to be engineered, files made for it, and whatnot. So here's the engineering log. You can see there it is. And so you can take it off the engineering log. Now it's no longer on it. This is on the quote log right now because that's green. I can hit quote log. I can remove it from the quote log, go back to the part, and we'll see it's no longer on the quote log. So that's the basics of navigation and when you're in the part. Keep in mind, you'll want to know how to edit this information, how to add files to your different folders, how to get to the engineering master to set up the routing to make the part, how to get to the quotes to be able to generate a quote, and then how to enter an order in for the part itself. If you have any questions, reach out to us. You can do that by hitting help and contact support. There's also how to videos that cover different areas that we briefly looked at here in a deeper fashion or in more in-depth, but we're here to help you. Thank you.